I hope we are live now. So yes, hello students and welcome back to bankexamstudy.com. So today we are doing a live stream on SEBI Grade A syllabus for the security market awareness. I'm getting a lot of emails, a lot of calls from you, and it's difficult to answer everybody. So that's why I'm doing this stream. So I'm going to tell you what is the exact syllabus of security market awareness because the exact syllabus is not available anywhere. So let's discuss the syllabus. So exactly, there are like six slides in which I am going to discuss the six different chapters which are there. So you can ask your doubts in that live chat option. The live chat option is there. Let me open the live chat so that I can read your comments. So before answering your doubts, I'm going to complete my session, right? So let's start. Okay, somebody is asking. Akshat Anvekar, still we get the RBI Grade B revision PDF. Yes, Akshat, you can get that revision PDF. Just message me or email me. I'll send that to you. So the basics of securities market, that's the most important one, the primary market and the secondary market. So the introduction to the primary market, the issue of shares, the public issue, what are the documents that are involved, what are the various, what is the process. The processes are actually really important. And the secondary market, the functioning of market, the functioning of secondary market and the market phase. So that's actually important. That this is the basics of security markets. We are preparing the notes, and otherwise, if you have any book, a lot of books are there from where you can actually read this, the basics, I mean mere basics. Then the mutual funds are really important. You can divide the whole, first of all, see, for the security market awareness, first of all, you should be aware about the various investment avenues, just such as mutual funds, stocks, like gold ETFs and fixed deposit and all, how they are actually monitored. This is a SEBI's exam, SEBI Grade A exam. So we are more concerned about mutual funds, we are more concerned about derivatives, we are more concerned about stocks. So in the stocks, the what is the concept and the rule of stocks, and another one, what are the various types of funds? There are various types of fund, for example, debt fund, equity fund, hybrid fund. More recently, there is a master circular by SEBI, the decategorization circular, the decategorization circular by SEBI. I request all of you, if you are about to, if you have started your preparation, I request all of you to go through this circular. According to this circular, all the schemes, all that funds actually, uh, the SEBI has actually prescribed what are the various, what can be the various types of fund. There are exactly, I think, 10 types of fund that can be there: the debt fund, equity fund, contra fund, value fund, funds of funds, hybrid funds, conservative hybrid, aggressive hybrid funds. So there are total, I think, liquid fund, total 10 or 11 funds, uh, large and mid cap, small cap. So small cap. So there are, I think, 11 fund, 10 or 11 fund. Please go through it. And SEBI actually prescribed the limits for each of those funds. So this one is also very important. This one is in the news. The types of funds is actually in the news. So many mutual fund companies, they removed some of their funds, they changed the names, they merged the funds. So this one is actually really important topic, because there is a latest circular about the decategorization or the categorization. You can call it the categorization of the uh, mutual funds. So download this circular. I will. This is around 7 pages circular. Please go through it. Then what is a fund structure and constituents? I mean, what is an AMC? How the records are managed? Who manage the records? What is a registrar? I mean, who there are basically how many registrars are there? CAMS is there, Carve is there. What they do? What I mean, how the accounting is done. Then the legal and regulatory environment. I'm going to discuss the legal and regulatory environment in the next slides. But for the mutual funds, what is the role of SEBI in regulating the mutual funds, and what is the concept of self-regulator, and what are the functions of MFI? This one is also really important. What are the functions, various function of MFI? Uh, what MFI does, what is the authority of MFI, what does an MFI do does, and then what is an offer document, what is a red herring document? These are actually important. What is an IPO, what is the process of IPO, and all the latest updates in the mutual fund industry. So that's the important part of the mutual funds, right? Then let's move forward. The derivatives. What is important in the derivatives? The basics of derivatives. You can also find some numericals in this particular topic. The basics of derivatives, and then understanding the index. What are the various indices, and how they work, why they are important, and then what are forward contracts, what are future contracts, and their working. How actually SEBI manages them, how the accounting and the settlement processes of these forward and the future contract, what are options, what are swaps, what are interest rate swaps, really important, what are currency swaps, really important, and then the clearing and the settlement system of the derivatives, really important basics. Now let's move forward to the legal and the regulatory environment. These are the various acts and the recommendations that you need to study. The most important one, the Securities Contract Act 1956. We are going to provide the summary sheet of legal and the regulatory environment, around 70 to 80 pages. So we are going to release the notes for the security market awareness in 3 parts, 3 phases. The first one is the basics. That would be around 20-30 pages. Then there will be a small ebook on the mutual fund, then the legal environment, and then most probably the accounting, taxes, and the latest updates, right? So this one is the most important part, the Securities Contract Act 1956, and then the Security Exchange Board of India Act, the SEBI's Act 1992. You need to read the basics only, right? Don't go in depth. The important rules and regulations in the derivative trading, the regulations in the clearing and the settlement and risk management, and major recommendations of LC Gupta committee and major recommendation of JR Verma committee. Both of them are really important. The Securities Contract Regulation Act, there is an update in that contract. I won't say update. 2012, the Depositories Act 1996, and the Basics of Companies Act, right? Really important. The Prevention of Money Laundering Act, and there are few acts. Bankruptcy Code is actually important, that I forgot to write here. The Bankruptcy Code, the little bit of SARFAESI Act, that one is actually really important. And one more important thing that you should learn beside these topics. The first one is that you should be able to read the financial statements. You should know what is PB ratio, you should know what is a PE ratio, you should know what are NP. I hope you are already aware about what are NPAs and all, right? The bankruptcy codes and all. So that is the legal and the regulatory environment. The bankruptcy code is not there, the SARFAESI Act is not there, but you should read it, right? Accounting and taxation, the accounting of future options, and the taxation of securities transaction, how these are taxed in the mutual fund specifically. There are various for a same fund, there will be like dividend reinvestment kind of a fund, there is a growth fund. How recently, after the union budget, this year's union budget, there are a lot of changes in the mutual fund accounting. The dividend reinvestment, actually, it is taxed differently. The switching of that funds, now they are taxed differently. And again, you should be aware about the word switching: SIP, STP, SWP. SIP systematic investment plan, SWP systematic withdrawal plan, STP systematic transfer plan. You should be aware about these terms, the basic terms related to the security markets. And then the taxation of the mutual fund gains, the stocks and derivative transactions, and the securities. And the last and the most important chapter, the sales practices and the investors protection services, right? The document required by the investors to trade in the derivative contract, and the investors grievance mechanism. So that's an important topic. These are the important topics, and we are preparing 3 capsules for this particular subject, this particular section, and we'll be providing that on this channel. Please subscribe this channel if you need those PDFs. So we have already started the complete course, in which we are providing the video classes, notes, and the test series. The demo link is available in the description. You can directly go to the description, you can get the demo, and you can take the complete course. So if there is any doubt in your mind, you can ask your questions. So there are a lot of questions in your mind, I know. Kindly send the banking PDF for RRB scale 1. Ravi Prakash, just go to bankexamstudy.com. The monthly banking awareness capsule is available for free there. Okay, Ravi? all the topics are available in NISM 8 book. Yes, Mehul, all that NISM. If you see, students, if some of you have already cracked the NISM modules, the mutual funds module, or like the XA module, then this is nothing for. This is really easy for you, right? So, Mohit, just revise your NISM books. Eh, and then marks required for SEBI 60% in graduation. So anybody else? So I think that's all for today, students. I have answered all your doubts, I think. Ravi, and suggest one good book for this exam. There are no good books actually. But I mean, in the NISM, they releases some books, but there are many books which you need to follow. But we are making our notes, right? So that's all for today, students. I hope I answered all your doubts. In case still there are some doubt which I didn't answer, you can ask me right away. But I think I have answered all your doubts, right? So that's the syllabus. That's a basic syllabus of SEBI's grade A security market awareness. And last but not the least, the circulars by SEBI. That one is most important. Circulars by SEBI. That's actually really important, right? So that's all today, students. So for the today students, in case you want to, in case you want to discuss anything with me regarding this exam, you can send me a WhatsApp message and I'm going to answer you. My number is 9067201000. WhatsApp only. I'm not able to, take the calls sometimes. So WhatsApp is the best option. So WhatsApp me, I'm going to answer all your doubts. And in case you need the complete course, the link is available in the description. So that's all for today, students. Thank you and have a very nice day. Bye. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, students. That's really important for